Hello and welcome to this Help Desk with Joe session, and I'm excited because we have a product review.
Yes.
Not as excited if we were dunking something in water, but still pretty excited.
Well, we can still dunk it in water. I just can't guarantee the use afterwards.
I don't know that it's rated for that. But welcome to the show, and again with me as always, Joe from A&M Digital Technologies. So welcome, Joe.
We're here.
We're here, and we got another exciting show, and as we said, a product review. So
Yes.
Start us off, go through the details of what you got here. You got all kinds of neat stuff, and I want it.
Okay.
But I don't have high-speed internet, so I can't have it.
I know.
Those are the worst ones.
I know. I'm right there with you. I've got high speed, but it's technically not high speed. That's a whole other issue for a whole other show.
But if you had high speed, what are we looking at today?
Okay, today's product is the Amazon Fire TV Stick. This is the little brother to the Amazon Fire TV.
Right. And when you say that, what does that mean exactly?
Okay, well, if you're familiar with the streaming devices like Roku, Chromecast, stuff like that, This is just another option on the market. For those of you that don't understand what that means, it means this device, you can plug this into your TV and you're able to stream movies like Netflix, watch Amazon movies, listen to Amazon Music, your Pandora, a lot of stuff that you can do as far as entertainment goes on your computer, your mobile phone. You can actually allow it to your TV.
And it all comes through this little box.
Yes.
So very small. Big things in a small package.
Exactly.
Okay, and I know that we talked about Roku a while back.
Right.
What is the appeal to switching to Amazon?
Well, Amazon.
I hate to say switching. What's the appeal to having a separate one or a different brand or different type? What are we talking about?
Well, compared to the others, this is right in the price range with the others. The Chromecast is $35 retail. The Roku stick retails for $45. This falls right in the middle at $39.
So it's right in the middle. It's just a new player in the game, so to speak, of streaming.
Right.
Okay. Tell us how it works and go around. I see you got multiple things here. Give us the general gist of what you got here.
Okay.
Let's start with that.
Okay. The device itself plugs right into your HDMI port on your television. And then we have the power cords here. It has an 8 gig internal storage, so if you want to download games through the App Store or any other apps, it has 8 gig internal storage. And to plug it in, you plug in the USB adapter here on the side. It plugs right in, and then you plug it into your wall adapter.
Yep. And then we talked about this earlier. It came with USB,
right.
But you have to plug it in.
Right. I tested it with plugging it straight into our TV. If your TV has a USB port, you can try it. It might work. It might not. Ours, it worked, but it threw up an error saying we recommend plugging it into the outlet so you have guaranteed power instead of power fluctuations.
Right. Okay. And then this handy dandy deal?
Okay. This device extends it. If you have trouble with your wireless signal not being strong enough, they recommend plugging it into, and it just plugs in like it would on your TV, and then it has a regular HDMI port that helps extend it to help possibly improve your wireless coverage if you're having trouble with it being set right against your TV.
Right. Give it a little bit less interference, a little bit more room to pick up a signal.
Right.
And a snazzy remote.
Oh yeah. And here's the remote. This is your dial, your up, down, left, right, and select buttons. It has the back button, your home button, and then a menu button, and rewind, play, pause, and pass forward.
Okay. So overall, that's what you cut that comes in the package. It comes with everything seen here. What's the appeal? Why go with this one when we're talking about, do you have other ones out there? What struck your fancy with this one?
Well, first, what struck me was it's something different. I wanted to see what's
new. We got to see what it's about.
Right, yeah, it's just been released until the end of last month, so I thought it's new. I want to see what the difference is. And what is nice is the storage is a lot more storage than the competitors, because most of them have 1 to 2 gig storage. This has 8 gig of storage, and the apps. If you're a gamer, right out of the box, Amazon offers over 300 games for just this device.
Now, and we talked about that. Why is the storage so important? Because and I don't know anything about these, so I was asking some pretty basic questions up front. What's the big deal? How much does 8 gig hold? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the reason the storage is so important because not everything you can stream, you know, if you watch Netflix, you download the app, you store the app on the device. The movies themselves stream over the internet. Right. So, and your games, you download the games themselves, they have to save somewhere, so they save to the device.
Okay, so the apps, the games, the stuff like that you need to store go there.
Right.
And that enlarged storage allows you the capacity to hold more.
Right.
Okay, so that sounds pretty good. That sounds like a pretty good upgrade. When you start talking about the usage and stuff, let's go into Joe's pros.
Okay.
Joe, let's start in on your pros.
Okay. Well, one nice thing is besides this, there's actually accessories that you can purchase. You have to purchase separately, but it comes with additional accessories. For the gaming side, you actually can purchase the controller, and it retails for $39.99.
Right.
And if you're going to play games, I would recommend getting that controller because your games of playing with just this are very limited. They have two different categories: one that plays games with the remote, and then one games that play with the controller. So
I kind of agree. Games with this does not seem that fun.
yeah, and I tried Flappy Bird, and I had trouble with it keeping flapping with just this controller.
Yeah, get the remote back.
Yeah.
How come we don't have the remote already? I'm going to have to talk to Cena about this.
I know.
Cena, we need the remote.
And another accessory is the Fire TV has a remote that you can actually speak into and actually types what you talk.
Voice activation.
Right. So you can actually purchase that remote separately, and it retails for $29.99, and it'll work with this device.
Nice. Okay. Other pros that you have?
The price. It falls right in to play with the other stick devices out there, and it's affordable. If you're not wanting a full-blown platform device, you can still do it with this mobile device. The ease of use, once it's set up, once you get it configured with your network and everything, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Up, down, left, right to choose what you want, and you press select.
Pretty easy format.
Yes.
Okay. What else you got?
The Prime Access. For those of you who don't know what Prime is, Amazon offers this service called Amazon Prime. It's $99 a year as of this recording. So, just like everybody. Yeah, it can change. That offers you free 2-day shipping on anything that they sell. Clothes, shoes, whatever they sell in their store.
VIP access.
Yes, on most items. Check it; it'll tell you if it's Prime or not, and access to tons of movies, television shows, and then last couple months they started music. You can actually stream music free.
Nice. Okay, and I know this has capabilities to do more than one thing at a time.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
One nice thing I was testing out was the music. I launched the Amazon, some of the albums I purchased on Amazon, and one nice feature is it pulls the words up on a string, kind of like karaoke.
Nice.
So you can have a karaoke party, but instead of having just the music, you'll have the person singing in the background, but you still have the words on the screen. And one other thing is some of the apps, just like on your phone, some apps you let you play your music while you play your game. Same thing with this. I had to play.
A background app that'll run.
Right. So some of the apps will allow the music to play in the background and play your game. Now some of them will shut the music off, but that's nothing different than on your phone.
Right. Okay. Any other pros?
The last pro is your mobile device.
Okay.
If you have an Android phone or the Amazon Fire phone, you can download the Fire TV app and make your phone the remote controller for the device.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So everything that's on here you can do straight from your phone.
Gotcha. So when the kids hide this from you and you can't find it, then just pull out your phone and go to town.
Exactly, as long as they don't hide your phone.
That's true. Yeah. All right, well, let's switch gears and go over to Joe's cons.
Okay.
What kind of cons you got?
One con I ran into, and apparently it's a widespread issue because I checked on Amazon, a lot of people were having the same issue, was I was getting a humming noise while watching some of the movies. I thought it might have been the first app we was using was Netflix, and I thought, well, maybe it's just a Netflix app, but it's a system-wide issue because I tried some of the Amazon videos, and it's not constant to be just you're playing the movie along or the TV show, and then all of a sudden it's just a quick hum or a quick buzz,
Really?
and then it continues on just fine. And it's a system issue that Amazon's working on. Some of the recommendations was to clean out the system cache or contact Amazon support, and they walk you through those steps.
Right. Okay, so it could maybe something that'll work out.
Yeah.
All right, next con. Then.
It has to be plugged into electric.
Right.
You're like me, Dave. You want to keep it simple and clean. And I've tried.
I got my power strip maxed out.
Yeah.
Either one.
Exactly. And I thought, well, great, I'll plug it in my USB port. And that's the first thing I did, and it said plug it in electric. I was like, and so I had to string it,
Yeah.
6-strip out and plug it in.
Yeah, and that can be troublesome again, just because if your power strip's already full, then you got to figure something else out.
Right.
Now you got 20 things plugged in.
Exactly.
During a day, everything needs to be plugged in, by golly.
Right.
Okay, next con.
The internet issues during setup. An issue I was running into, of course, now we got it whenever it launched, so the issue might have worked itself out, but the first issue I had was I plugged the device itself into the TV, and it required a system update.
Right.
So I thought, okay, no problem. Started to download the update, and it kept erroring out. So I looked online, and someone suggested plugging the device actually into the extender. And I thought, well, why? I have good, wireless signal, but it seemed kind of funny. As soon as I plugged this in, the update started downloading.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about earlier. I know I don't understand technology, first of all, but It doesn't seem like this distance would make that much of a difference, but you said it did.
Yeah.
It worked, and it was fine after that. To me, that's amazing.
Yeah.
A little bit of space between TV, and bam, it's working.
Right, and I think it might be the interference with the possible radio signals going into the TV could possibly cause issues.
So, and rolling from that, you talked a little bit about already the remote issues.
Yeah, like with the games, like I said, with Flappy Bird, I was sitting there pushing button to flap, and you could tell I hit the flap and he just dropped. It's like, you know, I pushed it, but it didn't catch that last click.
So get the real remote.
Right.
That way it doesn't work as well. Okay.
Right.
And what else you got?
And the last con is, you know, the pro was we was able to use our Android phone or Amazon Fire phone for the remote. The app is not available for iOS.
Okay.
So Apple iPhone users, hang in there. I'm sure it's coming out, but as of right now, this recording, it's not available.
Yep. So, and it's only good for Android phones. Okay.
Right.
For the average person off the street like myself, I was asking you a million questions earlier, and you answered most of them.
Mm-hmm.
What are the general specs for this, for the people that want a quick review?
For a quick review, it is $39 retail price, gets you all this, has 8 gig of storage, and if you have high-speed internet, it's well worth the price.
And if you don't have a high-speed internet, we were talking about this a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We live close to each other. I'm stuck in the middle. I don't have high-speed internet.
Right.
What is the minimum requirements you feel that this would be good for?
You know, if you have satellite internet or cellular internet, I wouldn't recommend this device at all, just because of the data caps. I mean, if there was offered unlimited internet, just do what you want, I'd say go for it because the speeds are there.
That's what we were talking about earlier, exactly.
The speeds are there, but it's the data limits that I would not recommend this.
Burn through data quick because the movies or whatever you do is about a gig an hour.
Yeah. In Netflix, in the high definition, full quality, in the best situation, you're looking upwards of 1 gig an hour. So if you have satellite internet or cellular internet that has data caps and you have a 3 gig limit, you're watching a 3-hour movie, you just ate your entire month's worth.
Yeah, there you go. So 1 movie a month.
Yeah.
Then you're stuck the rest of the month.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. What other specs do you have of that? I know.
That pretty much covers everything.
And you said this has a lot of storage. I know you'd mentioned 8 gigs of storage, which
yes.
is good. And Amazon has a ton of games.
Oh yeah, over 300 games, and they had the specs on their website. And why wouldn't you advertise it? I mean, compared to Chromecast and Roku Stick, they had less than 100 games available at that time.
Okay, so a pretty neat middle of the road player.
Mm-hmm.
Your final thoughts, and then well, let's just get your final thoughts. Your final thoughts in general.
For the price and for the functionality, definite. I mean, 4 out of 5 stars.
Nice, that's a good rating. Okay. And then you're basing that on, what do you think was the strongest sell? You said, boy, this is a good, solid 4-star.
For the price and the capability of it. I mean, the Chromecast is $35, $4 cheaper, but it has its limitations.
Right.
Amazon, for $39, I mean, unless you're wanting that set-top box, the Amazon TV, I highly recommend this.
Okay. Now, for the average person off the street that walks in and says, Joe, I'm interested in this. What do I need to have at my house?
A television, which is pretty much standard nowadays with a high definition with a free HDMI port, which is that connector right there. Electric outlet, wireless signal in your house, and high-speed internet.
Okay, so, and I know we talked, that's why I asked, because earlier this is wireless only, whereas you told me there was something else.
Yeah, the Amazon Fire set-top box that retails for $100, it has an Ethernet jack in the back where you could hardwire it or make it wireless. This is a wireless only. This does not have an Ethernet jack.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Anything you want to add?
I don't think so.
All right, 4 out of 5 on Joe's thumbs up or star program or whatever name we give it this week.
Exactly.
So 4 out of 5, not too bad. And again, this is the Amazon
Fire Stick.
Fire Stick.
Fire TV Stick.
If anybody has any questions, they need to get a hold of you. How they do it?
They can give us a call at offices at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com or be like Dave and like us on Facebook.
You betcha. I like the Facebook option and now my email option as well. So daily specials plus some advantages for when you have sales. I get them quicker.
Right.
So I'm in the loop. I'm in the VIP loop, which I don't have high-speed internet or I'd be really in the loop.
Exactly. Yeah, something about you not having won the lottery or high-speed internet. If you'd had both of those, you know, both of your my life would be much better.
It would be, wouldn't it? I got you. Okay, well, again, these shows are all produced by A&M Digital Technologies with Joe in front of the scenes and Cena behind the scenes. And if you need anything technology related or you need any help, you make people's lives better, make them more efficient, protect them from technology issues. And
the scarier world of technology.
There you go. Yeah, there are some things out there that can get you. So go back through and watch any of the videos that we've put out there. And of course, you guys do all our youth shows for Patch and do our podcasts and everything else. So
right.
If you need to shop locally. A&M Digital Technologies with Joe and Cena McDonald, located here in West Virginia.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you next week with a new show.
All right. Thank you much.